I'm Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okame.
We are the Super Media Bros podcast, and we are founding members of the Odd Pods Media Network. Relax, I'm not some kind of crazy killer.
Alright, bitch, I'll show you fried chicken.
Good, because I'm running out of body bags.
All that and more.
Let's work out.
And 1 and 2 and kill in 3.
I'll never understand why Mike Danton gets involved with shady shit when he's taking the garbage out.
First it's, the war, now it's the spa.
Right. And then what's the deal with the fucking tanning beds? I mean, shit.
They're like illuminated caskets.
Welcome to episode 142 of the Spooky Media Bros podcast. I'm Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okame.
And we're back with another Cult Cinema Showdown for the month of October, where we're about to get your motherfucking pumping iron on.
Flex those muscles.
I feel like we should have had Arnold Schwarzenegger be here. I'm here to pump you up. Like pumping iron.
At his current age, yes.
Old ass Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Relax, I'm trying to pump you up. And he's just like...
It's like...
Flab.
Yeah. All right, so on this episode, we are going to be doing Death Spa versus Killer Workout. And boy, oh boy.
And you think we're joking.
I mean, we're kind of a joke, but this is not a joke.
No. I mean, after Killer Sofa, come on.
Killer Sofa. Killer Workout. It's all killer.
First you're a couch potato, now you're, working your ass off.
A baked potato.
Yeah.
Like you go from
pretty much.
That'd be the greatest workout analogy. You go from couch potato to baked potato.
That's like a tanning salon motto.
With all the fixins.
Yeah.
Tired of being just a plain ass potato? You want to get some fucking bacon and cheese on that body? Come over here to Starbody Health Spa.
Get your crisp on.
You potato-y fuck.
Potato. Dude,
okay, so the spandex. Can we just first, before we dive into either of these, get this out of the way? This is like the epitome of 1980s of like workout shit. There's fucking spandex galore and all the colors and all the crazy shit that you could think to possibly put together as a fucking workout.
Crazy patterns, the ginormous headbands wrapped around their heads and shit like that. The white tube socks that are like bunched up at the ankles. Like the whole 9 yards. Like it's just 80s just watching a person in this video workout. Right.
And before we get into them, obviously before we get into them, both of these movies absolutely deal with murder at two separate gyms. Two separate reasons, one being kind of supernatural and the other one being just like a whodunit, basically.
Yeah.
So let's get into Death Spa. I just want to start off by saying for this movie, I think a little more than Killer Workout, the fucking score is absolutely just top notch in my book.
Mm-hmm.
It starts out, there's a club owner, and when I say club, I mean like a health club owner. And she gets fucking blinded by a tanning bed accident gone wrong. I'm sorry, it's a sauna. She gets blinded in a sauna, remember? Because it's all like she goes and shuts the...
Because Killer Workout was, was a tanning bed.
But still, there's the...
You see how both of these movies kind of like fall in the same category? We don't know which one's which. They're kind of
Right, but it's a female that gets fucked over in the very beginning. Like you got a female in one that gets blinded by a fucking sauna accident and then another one with a tanning accident. And it's all these like chlorinated chemicals and shit, which by the way, to set the stage for this fucker, it's the Starbody Health Spa. But lightning hits this motherfucker as people are leaving, and it knocks out the neon lighting on the fucking building to say Death Spa, which I have to admit is fucking creative as shit.
That was probably my favorite of the two intros, honestly, because it didn't rely on the like credit scroll in the top of the screen or anything like that. It literally like incorporated its set piece as the intro.
I don't want to like dive a lot into both of these movies just because it kind of all congeals together.
I mean, like it's similar concepts minus just the whodunit part and the supernatural part. Like this is going to be the supernatural one.
There's really nothing to it, honestly. A lot of murder happens at this fucking gym. And basically, in a nutshell, the story is that there's this guy that runs like this part of the gym where all the workout machines are done by computer, and they can control the intensity of it from the office.
Mhm.
And that's what is supposed to make this health spa
Stand out.
right. And dude, I don't want to be like, pumping it like what I'm comfortable at. And then they just like, oh yeah, watch this. We're just going to fucking like drop 100 pounds on this guy.
Well, yeah, they had that one part with the bikes. They were like doing the bike machines, and then it's like, oh, watch this. And they literally made it to where they were like pushing harder than normal. And it was just, practical joke.
Shit was kind of funny though, I have to admit. And I think the other parts about this movie that I actually did enjoy were the kills. It's very gruesome. Like, this was a pretty damn gruesome movie too. And there's a lot of different kills in this one, especially this one dude that is doing a butterfly.
The butterfly, yeah.
Yeah, so they add the weight on this fucking thing, and it's pulling this dude's arms back to the point where his ribs are like breaking through the skin. I was like, oh, that's fucking gnarly as shit, dude.
So you have the chlorination domination, and then you have
the chlorination superhighway.
And the butter dye. Yes.
But dude, okay, so the main premise of this movie is that the guy that winds up taking the gym over or whatever, it seems like somebody is trying to sabotage the gym.
Right.
Because you have all these murders happening, and then you have the insurance company and the police are always there, obviously, because shit happens. And it's a big clusterfuck because the plot is also the blind chick from the sauna accident apparently is dating this dude, and this guy was dating the chick that owned the gym.
See, that was like a part of this film that I just felt was completely unnecessary, was the owner of the gym just had a thing with every female clientele, regardless of, who it was. Because there was one part where two of the girls from the gym came up to him and asked, are we still on for basically it's like a private session? And he agreed to it, while dating the girl that got blinded earlier in the movie while still hitting on one of the other workers or owners of the gym. So he was just a fucking player at this point.
She was blinded by the light, jacked up, I'm a douche.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about that fucking asshole.
Yeah. I mean, it just completely unnecessary, but most of these films have a lot of unnecessary points on it.
Dude, this fucking movie should have been called Get Fit or Die Trying.
Mm-hmm.
Fit-y-cent, like yep. Fit-y-cent. I'm telling you, man.
But yeah, I mean, it's basically that's the whole concept is the owner is being ran out of town in a way by whatever's going on in his facility, and he doesn't know why. So he goes and pursues the guy behind the scenes that runs all the machines based by the computer, and he has no idea what's going on. He's playing innocent and whatnot. Well, come to find out, he was the brother of the owner's sister,
Catherine. Yeah,
yeah, the brother's wife, basically. Whatever, you know what I mean.
Right.
The owner was married to this guy's sister.
Basically, what happened is like she had committed suicide after like they lost their child or whatever.
Right.
And turns out like she's kind of manipulating it from beyond the grave, and it's so fucking crazy because like I want to point out a few other things about this movie too. This fucking health spa, okay, has one of the most swank ass bars. Okay, these fuckers at one point are serving sushi.
Yeah,
that cannot be sanitary. Like, no. I don't care how you fucking spit it. There's no fucking way that at least this health spa was fucking sanitary in the least bit. And then the one girl that was acting like she got her hand all chopped up in the damn
the blender.
Yeah. Then she actually finally gets her fucking hand cut up in the blender later.
I mean, if you want to go back to earlier, the whole like chlorine spraying everywhere, that's probably the only way they kept that damn place sanitary.
Oh, and like anytime the chlorine thing malfunctions, just randomly fucking sprays the shit.
I mean, it wasn't really like a malfunction. It was like the actual mechanisms like, oh, this place is not clean, sanitize.
Clorox this bitch. But
it went haywire and it's like, nope, sanitize everything.
There's this one scene where this girl goes down to the basement, like the sub basement where all the piping and shit is. Remember that shit?
Yeah, because she got, I don't know if it was like a recording or like a digital thing that said, come meet me in the basement. And they thought that was the owner.
That's right. Because Catherine is manipulating the computer system and talking to the fucking guy the whole fucking time.
Yeah. Well, apparently one of the girls that was hitting on the owner, she went downstairs because that's what she was told to do basically. And this was like the warehouse loading section where they get like all their deliveries and everything like that. Well, she was walking through, and I think the chlorine like sprayed so hard that it like melted her skin.
That's right, because she did fall down.
Yeah.
And she was under all this piping. And dude, by the time they found her, her face was so fucking mushed.
It was like warped and like just melted off. Like you see like meat and like bone just piecing through like the actual melted part.
She reminded me of an old dude from fucking RoboCop when he gets the fucking waist tops on. Help me.
It's like Harvey Dent, but all over.
Say it.
Heads you win, tails you just die.
But that's kind of how it was with this whole movie, dude. Because the last half of this movie is fucking stupid. Okay, there's one thing that we really need to address. This because like this is the giant elephant in the room for this movie for me. I know we seem like we're gonna roll through this movie a little quickly, but it's absolutely something to experience. Like if you find this movie on Amazon or if you can rent it, absolutely do it because it's a fucking blast. But these motherfuckers don't know what Mardi Gras is. Okay.
No, because they turned Mardi Gras into basically a Halloween ball.
Yeah, so they're talking about, you guys going to the Mardi Gras ball? You guys going to go to the Mardi Gras ball? And it's all at this fucking health spa, okay? Mm-hmm. Like everything literally centers around this motherfucker. At one point before all this, the guy that's controlling the computer system, who turns out to be possessed by Catherine, and he goes to the fucking house where the blind chick is, and just creepily fucking stalks her and all this shit. And I'm thinking, oh, here's where he gets her. But he fucking does it. And this poor fucking chick, dude, like, God damn it.
I mean, I don't blame her at all for feeling that way.
Right. She didn't see it coming. But I mean, you know. Yeah, like that all happens. And, you know, they try to fucking pin it on David. They try to say that David is sabotaging the whole thing. But he actually winds up pinning it on this other chick that's there, and he also pins it on the insurance guy.
Yeah, because the other runner of the gym was actually, I think, kind of in cahoots with the insurance person, but they were trying to get him to sell the gym before it got too out of hand, and he would have pretty much lost everything more than his reputation.
Right.
But the way that they played it out, they made it seem like they were trying to buy the gym from him so they can profit off of him, basically.
Yeah, and then the whole fucking thing, the climax of the movie is the Mardi Gras thing. And it, like Cody said, it's just a fucking Halloween ball. Yeah. But they call it Mardi Gras for some reason. Now, this is Los Angeles, okay? This movie would not know Mardi Gras even if it kicked him in the balls.
Like, I just want to know where do they get their influence from? They call this a Mardi Gras ball. Like, if it was an actual Halloween party, they should have just named it a Halloween party. But why call it something that is not even close to what it is?
I have no fucking idea.
Like, please explain this to me.
But for real, though, like, you get to this ball, and Catherine's ghost is running amok behind the scenes, and fuckers are dying all around, okay? There is a point where this dude gets yeeted through a motherfucking glass window, and everybody just kind of, all right, party on, Wayne, party on, Garth, and they just fucking keep
more
going.
Sushi now.
Right. Oh, okay, cool, that happened. And they just keep fucking partying.
Yeah, I think at one point the cops, they rolled in there and one of them was being offered coffee.
Yeah. And they just turn around and they give him some like kind of cappuccino that he's just kind of like, oh.
Well, that was way before this point. But yeah,
right.
Now I think the same cop, the male cop, he's like hitting on one of the patrons there.
He's hitting on the chick that kept fucking with everybody about her putting her hand in the blender. Mm-hmm. And in that moment, shit goes haywire enough. She actually gets her hand all fucked up, and this is like a bloodbath.
Yeah.
And I was laughing my ass off because he winds up getting like tossed somehow into the freezer section. There's like some gar or like some fish that are frozen, and they just kind of look down at him, and they're just like, like talking at him and shit. It's so fucking corny.
Just diving on his fucking neck and shit.
Yeah, man, the fucking fish just goes for his own dinner, and the dude dies in the freezer.
But anyway, like we get to the point where the actual physical embodiment of Catherine is her brother, because they find out, like they go to what's his name, Michael. So they go to Michael's house and they find literally a whole part of his bedroom just dedicated to Catherine, all of her belongings, her clothes and stuff like that. He was dressing up as her. But I think that was because Catherine was trying to become him at the same time, because when David eventually found Michael in the actual chaos that was at the gym, he would transition in between like Catherine and Michael just randomly. And he was just so fucking confused. It's like his ex-wife is right in front of him, but at the same time, not in front of him. It's a weird kind of concept.
Yeah, and she's trying to get him to kill himself so they can, be in hell together.
Basically.
And, he's just like, oh, I can't do it. Can't fucking do it.
I gotta get wrecked. I gotta wreck some pussy. Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, that's like another thing like about this movie. It's like, that's a weird way to forget your wife is to fuck everything in front of you.
Dude, and it doesn't paint him in any kind of good light whatsoever.
No.
Because the dude just comes off like a meathead horn dog the whole fucking time.
But no, speaking of Catherine, I think we forgot like the sequence where they showed how she supposedly died.
Oh, yeah, God, this is so funny.
I understand the grief-stricken part of this. Like, don't get me wrong. But she was in a wheelchair in the middle of like a hill. And she just doused herself in gasoline and just like lit herself on fire. And she was like, Is this Halloween 3 season of the witch? It must be.
Was she she just left the hospital and she's like, I got a whole fucking can of gasoline. Let's just go fucking light myself on fire.
It's like, bitch, where'd you get this fucking gas from?
I forgot to mention, speaking of bitch, the fucking foreign title to this movie is Witch Bitch. Witch Bitch.
Why couldn't they use that in the American version?
I swear on everything, dude. That would have been the funniest fucking thing ever. But yeah, she's on fire. And every time they cut to her, I was also thinking, is this Hereditary?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is this some kind of like A24 horror film? Because they tried to get real artsy with it. And she's just like, but I cracked up every time because you see her on fire and she just, it just fucking hits the goddamn ground. Just fucking, just fucking on fire.
I wonder why they didn't use that sound effect. It's like,
And then she pours the gasoline on herself. You just...
Poor Dave was just sitting there like, oh my God.
But wait for it. Wait for it. There she goes. Falls the fuck over. She spontaneously combusts and then falls the fuck over.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's one sequence where he's trying to fry the circuit board because he realizes that she's in the computer and shit, right? And this all comes back to it. I cannot remember what the setup line for the fucking whole fried chicken bit was.
I don't remember either, honestly.
Yeah, because he's just sitting there and he's just like, bitch, I'll show you fried chicken. I'm like, what the fuck?
And I don't know. It might have been the whole part when he was fighting Michael.
Right. I was like, I want to say they said something like, I'll fucking make fried chicken out of you or some dumb fucking line.
Mm-hmm.
But goddamn, dude, this fucking movie. Okay, so it ends at this fucking party. There's people dying and they're trying to get the fuck out of this club and it catches fire. So everything's fucking burning. And it just ends.
Yep.
There's really no fucking resolution. Like, they kill the fucking dude and they just fucking end the movie.
But like, did Catherine move on? Did she still live on as a spirit to possess whatever's next? I mean, we don't know. It's just, that's it.
That's Death Spa. I know that was probably like the least, into like detail review of this, but honestly, it's like we said before, it's something to experience. Just go watch it and you're going to be like, what the fuck did Richie and Cody actually just sit through? What is this dumb fuckery? But I will say that Death Spa is absolutely one of the ridiculously actual 80s cult films that's out there. I mean, granted, it's not like a throwback. It was in the fucking 80s, but
right.
goddamn, like when you think of 1980s, this is the shit you think of.
Mm-hmm.
Here at the 500 Section Lounge, we have a few requirements. First, you need to be able to talk about anything at all. Secondly, you need to be able to laugh, play games, and hang out with some very interesting people. From sports radio personalities to reality television contest finalists and everything in between, we talk to them all right here in the lounge. Be on the lookout for what we do next and sit back, relax, and be there to grab a listen.
Moving on to Killer Workout. Brought to you by fucking the same goddamn team that did Deadly Prey.
Which goes, into play on a lot of the things going on with this film.
Into Prey.
Yep. Which we have, Mike Denton.
Goddamn. Okay, so you've got Fritz Matthews, and then you got fucking Ted Pryor, and then you got Colonel fucking Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie was called Aerobicide in Europe. Aerobicide. Just let that sink in, everybody. Witch Bitch and Aerobicide.
Honestly, we should have just named those movies as such instead of saying what they actually are here in America.
Right, but I think confusion.
But yeah, this movie honestly was a little bit more, it wasn't conceptually strong. It wasn't very similar in like how it played out compared to Death Spa, because I can give you like a rundown of how this film portrayed itself. It was workout session, someone dies, pick up the body, and then repeat over and over and over again.
Yeah, because the movie starts off with this chick just getting torched in a goddamn tanning accident, like in a bed. And holy shit, it was fucking gruesome, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, she basically got this job at this spa or this workout gym, and she went to go and tan, I guess, to celebrate or some shit, and she just fucking burnt alive.
Rhonda's Workout is the name of this gym. Which, fun fact, at some point in this movie, there are kids fucking defacing the property with spray paint, and it says aerobicide on it and death spa.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was just really fucking ironic considering the two movies that we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, did they kind of fall in the same city? Like, did one event happen before the other? You know,
you never know.
Kind of interesting.
Was this the gym that happened after the Starbody health spa broke down?
Maybe they just bulldozed Starbody and just rebuilt Rhonda's on top of it.
But seriously, though, this fucking movie is absolutely the legitimate definition of a whodunit, because the killer is always from a point of view. There's mystery surrounding who did it. And the fucking weapon of choice was a giant fucking
safety pin.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck, dude? I could think of a million other weapons to be used in a fucking film, but this one, I will give it credit for going not with the butcher knife thing, not with an ice pick.
So they went the safe route.
Yes, exactly. Because safety first.
Exactly. I mean, when you're working out, always safety first.
Safety first in and out of the gym. It makes me fucking laugh because in this movie, Jimmy, who is played by Fritz Matthews, who was the dude in Deadly Prey that was Colonel Hogan's right-hand dude training all the guys. He's the dude that gets his arm fucking chopped off or whatever. Mm-hmm. He plays like this real, he's not straight-laced, but he plays just like this fucking douchebag guy that just hangs in the gym. And he still throws the same roundhouse kicks over and over again too. I've noticed that shit. So Colonel Hogan, who is Lieutenant Morgan in this movie, is a detective that's getting assigned to all these murders that are happening at this fucking gym.
All right.
And then Ted Pryor, who played Mike Denton in Deadly Prey, is a guy named Chuck, who we find out is actually a private investigator, but he's posing as a new employee of the workout center. And this is where the plot comes together, sort of. I said it before at the beginning of this, but why the fuck does Ted Pryor get into shit when he's taking the fucking trash out? Because he took the trash out in Deadly Prey and got fucking tossed into that bullshit. He takes the trash out here and he gets into a fight with fucking Fritz Matthews' character.
All because, he pulled up on him, almost hitting him, and he's like, stay away from Rhonda.
Oh my God, I forgot about that shit. He's like, you fucking stay away or I'm going to beat your ass. It's like, what is this, high school?
And they end up beating each other's asses.
Right. And I love it because he finally, Ted Pryor, finally turns his arm around behind him. He shoves him against this wall and he's like, now beat it before I beat your ass some more. Some dumb fucking macho shit. And then the dude goes to get in the fucking car and he's just kind of like, you'll pay.
Yeah.
What?
But then after that, Chuck gets noticed by another patron of the gym and goes off with her and just, the whole scenario from that point on.
Right.
This is typical, like, yo, you impress me, fuck me.
Yeah, and there's this secondary chick character named Diane, I think her name was, and Jimmy, who is Fritz Matthews' character, she hits on Jimmy, but he kind of he rejects her or whatever, and she finally gets fucking murdered too. Mm-hmm. So every fucking sign seems to point to him.
Mm-hmm.
But they keep finding ways of oh, it's not him, it's somebody else, all this other bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, there was one of the murders was one of the girls. She was in the shower, and it was literally a point of view from her, and they just stabbed the shit out of her. Well, Jamie was going through the lockers. I think that was the right movie, if I'm not mistaken. Was she in the locker?
Yeah, because remember we were talking about how the lockers had the fucking purple numbering on them with the fucking paint and shit?
Right. Because I'm trying to think, is either the first movie or this movie, but I'm thinking of the first movie when homegirl found the body, but she didn't see the body because she was just kind of it was hanging in front of her.
Yeah, because she was blind.
Yeah. But I think it happened similar to something like this in this one too, because Jamie found one of the bodies That was that girl, I think, in the shower.
Yeah, she's the first victim.
Yeah.
But what was funny was because like you open that other locker and there's like a fake hand that comes out and he's just like, God damn it. And
That's what it was.
yeah, because it was like a fake hand that comes out of the locker.
You see, guys, I told you earlier, like both these films are so similar in concept and like other things. I'm just like, they all blur together.
The deaths in this one were really good too. Because I gotta fucking point this out, dude, because me and you were fucking cracking up at this. Okay. So there's this dude. He gets his face crushed in off camera with a dumbbell. Like he's just laying on his back and then you just hear crack and he fucking breaks him. Well, this other guy who's like just being a good patron or whatever is going to check on him. Chuck rolls into the fucking room thinking this guy just murdered him. And the dude fucking stands up and this is all that happens. Wait, I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Punches him and just beats the shit out of this fucking dude.
It was just so quick too. Just Chuck walks in and is like, oh, you're here. Pow. Just smacks the crap out of him.
And between all of this, they fucking put all these aerobic exercise scenes set to music between every fucking sequence.
I told you.
I think we counted 8, including the credits. And each of these had to be what, like 2.5 minutes long a piece?
I don't think they were that long. I think it was like about 1.5, 2 minutes.
God, that's what it felt like eternity, though.
Yeah. Like they were trying to get a point across. Like this is a movie about working out.
No shit.
We get it.
So many body bags. God damn. Everybody. We're just like, oh, there's a murder. Where's the body bag scene? Next scene. Zoop. Fucking zipping them up.
It was obvious. Like workout scene, somebody dies, body bag.
I guarantee you the person that did this, they were like, you know how we can stretch this movie out?
By doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Let's do 8 scenes of the same fucking thing.
Yes.
And just swap out who's in them.
I'm telling you, they must have recorded one long ass fucking routine for like, I think 30 to 45 minutes for the workout session and just broke them up into different parts of the movie. I mean, that's the only thing that would make sense. But what about all the, just put it in there.
Yeah, no shit. Let's just drag and drop it. Fuck it. But at one point, so Lieutenant Morgan is getting more evidence into the case. And at one point, Chuck decides to investigate Jimmy's house because he thinks he's doing it or whatever. And he's been tracking him or some shit. Well, he goes to his house and Rhonda is, he's going to Rhonda. I'm sorry. He goes to check Rhonda out and Jimmy is stalking her and they get into another fight.
But this time there's a fucking like, I think it's a rake involved.
Dude, I laughed my fucking ass off at that one because they were beating each other's asses. And then this rake comes into play. Chuck slams it into Jimmy's calf muscle and it sticks in there. And then he just proceeds to punch the fuck out of him into the swimming pool or kicks him into the pool.
Yeah, like they have those shots where it's like in front of each other and they place it before they actually do the action sequence. Like they set up, but they set it up like with too much time in between each shot, basically.
I wish it would have had that Street Fighter effect that like into the fucking pool. You swim. Perfect. After that happens, Morgan basically reveals that Chuck is the PI that's been tracking Jimmy and that Jimmy has photos of Rhonda in his locker. Morgan's like, well, you need to get out of town. Oh, gee, okay, cool.
And he doesn't.
No, he's going to fucking leave, but he's going to the gym first to do some other shit. But then he finally does like start to leave and then Jimmy runs him the fuck over with his car and kills him. So there goes Mike Denton. He finally got his revenge on fucking Denton. Jimmy just like runs him over with his fucking car.
Press F in chat.
Stabs him with a fucking ice pick. And then there's the shot of Rhonda putting a wig on because she is severely scarred because it's revealed that she is the one from the tanning bed accident.
Right, which I don't know why I didn't think about this before. Whenever I was watching this film, I was like, she's the chick that happened to.
Yeah.
So now it's starting to wonder, it's like, what is really happening? It's like, is it really her committing the murders? Jimmy's being the patsy or, whatever. But in the long run, Jimmy was guilty because he killed Chuck.
Yeah, and then he was in cahoots with Rhonda, who was Valerie, who was the chick that got burned.
But Jimmy did it because there was no other woman as beautiful as Rhonda, so he killed off
all these women.
All these women. That was kind of like the concept, but at the same time, Morgan was like, something's not right here. And that's when he picked up, it's like, okay, something is wrong with Rhonda.
Yeah, because it's hilarious because when he corners her about it, I think it's at her house or it's somewhere, but he corners her And then she turns around and she's like, oh, is this what you wanted to see? And she fucking lifts her top and she's got some like Freddy Krueger crispy titties. I'm telling you.
Freddy Krueger crispy titties.
I'm telling you, man.
That's the new KFC lineup right there.
Freddy Krueger crispy titties. Come get them now.
Some nice breasts for you.
$6.66. I'm telling you, dude.
That's fucking funny.
Titty.
Just have a picture of fucking Rhonda on the box.
Yeah, but then you got like Robert Englund on each fucking breast.
Mm-hmm.
Titty Krueger.
Definitely a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's like the scene in Dumb and Dumber whenever she's pulling her top down and it's just like the headlights come up like actual headlights.
And then you just kind of look at her like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That's pretty much my reaction. Like, oh shit.
So she flashes him, welcome to prime time, bitch. Grabs his head and shoves him like fucking a Freddy Krueger motorboat.
Oh, it's like that fucking movie with the brawl, the shark nipples.
Oh, fucking Evil Bong?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude.
But with Freddy's face.
I'm telling you, Titty Krueger.
Freddy Krueger crispy titties.
Freddy Krueger crispy titties.
I should, bring that up to Colonel Sanders now. Celebrate Halloween with these fucking chicken breasts.
Sliced and diced for your pleasure. Well done.
Yeah.
So anyways, he handcuffs her. And then as he's about to bring her into the station, he gets like this phone call, or he gets a call on his dispatch thing, and it's basically a new murder that clears Rhonda's name. And so that's when they figure out it's Jimmy. So Morgan chases him through all this, this fucking sequence when he's chasing him through this concrete yard, and you just hear the like every other fucking second, there's like a drum fill in this chase music.
It's like every time he hits or they hit each other, that's when you hear the
and that's exactly what it's
just like off the keys, like
and it's like that fucking, those like gated reverb toms and shit, and then like the extra like phasers, and they're all super compressed and shit. It's fucking like it's quintessential 80s.
It just throws you off from the tension of being chased, like the whole entire sequence. Like I'm just so worried about this music like fucking up everything.
I was laughing my ass off because the music just stops. And then you see they're kind of around the corner from each other, and then you see Morgan click his gun, and you just hear click. The fucking music kicks back in after the gun click.
I'm surprised like if they didn't like pan it on their faces, and every time they blink,
it's like fucking blinking real fast.
And if they like turn a corner, it's like like this subtle turn. It's not even like a dramatic turn. It's just like, what's going on here?
Yeah. And then the fucking chase ends because Morgan gets kicked.
Yeah.
Like Jimmy kicks him and that's it. That's what it sounded like when he kicked him too.
Well, I mean, he kicked Chuck into the fucking pool and that ended that fight real quick.
So he's going to kick the shit out of Morgan. He just fucking, he falls over. He's like, you're fucking done for, son. And then it comes back to Jimmy stalking Rhonda, who shoots him, like just shoots him to death at the fucking gym. And she's like, why didn't you kill Johnson? Because I love you. Shoots him. So Morgan and Rhonda take a hike.
Yeah.
Literally take a hike with a shovel. And he gives this giant emboldened speech about how like his dad used to be on the force too. Morgan's dad used to be on the force and how he was a good man. And even when he knew something was wrong, he fucking made it right, no matter if it was the right call or not. Basically saying he knows that she did it. He can't like provide, enough factual proof that she did it, but he fucking knows that she did it and he's going to fucking kill her anyway. Tell me how this motherfucker had her at shovel point, possibly gunpoint, but mostly shovel point.
He had her in spades. I mean, come on.
He fucking did. And she whack-a-moled the fuck out of him, just right in the fucking head with his shovel. And he failed fucking miserably. So he gets killed. And she escapes because he fucking took too long. She goes back to the fucking gym and gets a new PR person. And then she breaks the fourth wall by taking her little safety pin out the drawer. And then all is well because Rhonda is accepted back at the gym and all the women fucking love her. And she finally gives this creepy fucking smile.
But yeah, that's killer workout.
And then it ends with the fucking credits rolling. And it's just all it is a fucking workout at the end.
All of the songs in this movie in particular were just over the top cheesy, like, yeah, let's work out, or hey, you'll kill your body or something like that.
Move it to the music and sweat.
Yeah.
Let's get those Freddy Krueger crispy titties well done and worked out.
What was that one song? It was like rockin',
Rockin'.
Yeah.
You're like rockin' or some fucking dumb shit.
Wait, I didn't understand what was being said. I was just like, oh, it must be rockin'.
Right. Because at one point we're like, what, cock knocking? What the fuck?
Rock cocking.
Jesus fucking.
TikTok, rock cock.
Rock'em cock'em robots.
Yeah.
Who wins this week, honestly? I'm leaning towards Death Spa.
Yeah.
Honestly. Because, I mean, Killer Workout has its moments, but goddamn, Death Spa just is a whole goddamn feeling. It's a whole ass just fucking aesthetic, dude.
Yeah, like I said, I think the experience as a whole, it did it better than what Killer Workout did.
I think Killer Workout had just more randomness to it, but I think as far as cohesiveness, Death Spa was a little more cohesive.
I mean, Ted Pryor couldn't save the film in this situation, even though I love Ted Pryor.
Same.
But no.
I mean, to be fair, he really couldn't save it in The Deadliest Prey. And even that was a pretty decent sequel, even though it was just Deadly Prey all over again.
Yeah, it's like rehash.
Well, it's weird because I've noticed that Ted Pryor, his brother David, did a lot of the movies, like directing them and shit. And that same trio, like, were in the movies. Like most of the movies that were done, they were in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if you're going to watch Killer Workout and you're coming off of Deadly Prey, just don't expect Deadly Prey, but expect a little bit of just dumb fuckery.
Yep.
But if you're wanting to go like the gym workout horror movie experience, definitely Death Spa. That's all I got to say. You know where to find us on social media. You know where to go buy our fucking merchandise. You know where to leave a rating and review, and that is on fucking Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, I was about to say, go get a tank top and just relive the Killer Workout or the Death Spa scenarios.
Yeah, dude, get pumped up with our fucking logo on it. And when people are like, what's that? I'd be like, these motherfuckers inspired me to get into the gym.
I mean, shit, like, I think it was a Killer Workout that had the chick with the tits, like, posing.
Well, they all had the chick with the tits posing.
But I'm talking about...
Yeah, like Rhonda's workout. Like, all it is titty. It's titty and a tanning bed.
Yeah, because I think that the cover is just that the tits, basically. So it's like, hey, why not wear the tank top and just do the recreation of the title poster? Or hell, even do a Death Spa where they had the guy with the freaking... He's like in hell in the butterfly machine. Yeah,
and an old girl is just like on the little step machine. She's like...
Yeah.
She's the witch bitch.
Have our tank top on.
Yes. But yeah, go check all that out. And, go follow all of our social medias in the show notes below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel because that's actually back up and running. Thank fuck. What else? Coffee.com. Yeah. Coffee.com/supermediabros.
That drink.
Get that drink. If you feel like donating energy drink money to us, that'd be great because we need it.
Because as of right now, I'm drinking a free Coke Zero or Coke Energy that Walmart gave me that was expired a month ago.
Yeah,
but you can still drink it.
So Cody is only probably getting like 3/4 of the energy that he should be getting.
Not even that. I'm probably getting less than that.
And I'm drinking, well, I don't have any more water, but I was drinking water out of a...
He's sipping a thirsty hoe. Yeah,
I've got a Disney Ariel cup, and she's staring at me, and she's like, thirsty bitch, and I'm like, yes, I am.
Drank me.
So anyway, yeah, that was... Death Spa versus Killer Workout. Death Spa is your winner this week on Cult Cinema Showdown, Spooky Media Bros 2020. We're going to be back next week talking about music and horror movies, be it like soundtracks or scores or just some of the favorite shit that we liked in movies we've seen, especially like, talking about the score in Death Spa was really good.
Mm-hmm.
So that probably will get brought up then. So you want to get out of here?
Yeah.
All right. Until next time, shades on.
We're working out.